हमेशा हमने देखा है कि सेकेंड टेस्ट मैच के बाद एक 10 दिन का ब्रेक होता है, जहाँ पे जब हम इंडिया के बाहर ट्रैवल करते हैं तो वार्म अप गेम खेलने का मौका मिलता है, या टीम का जो प्रेफरेंस है वो करने का मौका मिलता है, जो टीम को करना है। तो कभी कभी ये अच्छी बात है कि आपको ब्रेक मिला जा रहा है और प्लेयर्स थोड़े से रिफ़्रेश होके आते हैं। इंडिया में जब भी हम रहते हैं हमको घर जाने का मौका मिलता है और फिर से जब वापस आते हैं तो वो फ्रेशनेस का फीलिंग आता है, क्योंकि अब लगातार जब खेलते रहते हो तो ब्रेक्स काफ़ी ज़रूरी है। तो आई थिंक जब भी 4 मैच का सीरीज़ होता है तो हमने हमेशा देखा है कि बीच में 7 या 8 दिन का ब्रेक होता है और उसमें सारे लड़के जो उनको करना पसंद है वो करने की कोशिश करते हैं। Yeah, look, I mean, I said it after the last game as well that when we talk about players going through a tough time, anyone with potential will be given enough time to prove themselves, and being vice captain or being not vice captain doesn't actually tell you anything. At that point in time when he was the vice captain, he was probably the senior most, and his removal of vice captaincy doesn't indicate anything. As far as Gill and KL both are concerned, I mean, that is how they train, that is how they practice before any game. Today was an optional training session for the entire group, and players would decide to come. They decide to come, so the other guys like Surya, Ishan are also there. So all 17, 18 are in reckoning. It's not just about Gill or someone else, but all the players who are there, available, fit and fine, are all in reckoning. But I mean, as far as our 11 is concerned, we've not yet finalized on it. I would like to do it at the toss, and I prefer it to be announced at that point in time, because last minute injuries and all those things happen. So we will keep it a little interesting for you guys as well. No, look, honestly, last game specifically, if you look at the position we were in after 130, after being 130 for 7 odd, and from there to get to 260 was a great effort from our lower order. I mean, Akshar Patel, Jadeja and Ashwin, yes, in this team they bat lower order, but Akshar, when he plays for his Ranji state team, he bats at 5. So all these guys are literally top order batsmen. They don't open the batting, but they are all quality batters. Just in this team, they have to bat at that position. And see, I mean, for us, as long as our middle order, our top order or our lower order keep producing those match-defining knocks, we are happy with it. It doesn't really matter whether it comes from top order or the lower order. Eventually, the end result for the team that matters. And I think for us right now, we are in that state where we can create that depth with our batting, and even if we are 4 or 5 down, we know that we've got the quality, the batsman following them can get the runs and put the runs on the board. Yes, there has been not so much runs that we expect from our top order. It's not come, but again, the quality that they bring to the table, that is what matters to us. And when you have a quality like that, they are just probably 1 or 2 innings away from getting back in form and producing those big scores for us. No, it will be great achievement this cycle after the last World Test Championship. The way we played in certain conditions, has been remarkable. And yes, this is our home conditions, but these are some challenging conditions that we are playing in. It's not easy for the batters to come out and keep scoring runs, keep scoring those consistent run, because these are all challenging pitches that we are playing on. So yeah, it will be a great achievement for us, but we know that we need to cross that final hurdle, and for that we need to win the next game as well. So the focus is on this test, how we can win this game, and not look too far ahead, because we've got, after this game as well, we've got one more test match to be played, and then after that there's 2 months of IPL. So there's a lot of time to think about the final, but right now I think it's very important for us to just focus on this one and see how we can turn it around and win this game as well. Because like I said, in the last game we were put under pressure for sure, so we can expect the same here as well, so we need to be ready for that. There is definitely a possibility of that. We've already spoken about it. We need to get the guys ready for it as well, but the important one is Shardul Thakur, because he comes into that plan for us, and I don't know how ready he is, in knowing that he just got married yesterday, how much overs he has bowled. But yeah, that thought process is definitely there. If we do what we do here and we get the result we want, we might think of doing something different in Ahmedabad for sure. Yeah, that's the beauty of this game, and that's the beauty of all the pitches that we're playing in. To be honest, it can happen to us as well, not just them. Like I said, even I was talking to Rahul Bhai the other day, and I said in Nagpur I played close to 200 balls, and I never felt that I was set, because when you're playing on pitches like that, just take one ball to probably grip a little more than you expect, or just one ball to keep it low, and you're out. So I think on pitches like this, you're never in, and it is the same for us as well. What happened to them can happen to us as well. So there have been talks about how we need to be mentally on the ball, every ball that we play. We cannot take it for granted, we cannot take it lightly, even when we bat. Yes, we've got quality spinners who can change things around just like that, but that doesn't give us any guarantee that we're going to want to win the test match, or we're going to roll them over in one session. We just need to keep that discipline going, and that is what has happened. I think what especially Ashwin and Jadeja has shown, with the experience that they have, is they don't panic that easily. They know, because they played so much cricket in these conditions, they know it's just about time. You just keep it there and try and create that pressure, and let the pitch do something for you, because if you keep bowling there and keep challenging the batter, you will probably come out on top more often than not. So that is what the experience of theirs come into the picture when we are under pressure. Yeah, it comes very naturally to Jadeja. By the time you are walking back to your field, he is already ready to bowl the next ball. Sometimes it is difficult for me to adjust the field. If I want to push a guy slightly, couple of yards behind, this guy is already on the run up to bowl. But yeah, that's a very valid point. When you're trying to gather your thoughts, the last thing you want as an opposition is to give them enough time to think what they want to do out in the middle. Those are small little parts and small little tactical parts of the game which you always need to think about. When the new batter walks in, guys need to be ready in their position, bowler need to be ready with the ball in hand, and not give them enough time to talk in between and things like that. Those are, I think, very, very important point. And we talk about it, these are the things which has been taught to us when we were growing up as kids. Not give the batters enough time to think. And like I said, Jadeja, literally got 3 or 4 steps and he's in. So yeah, it's a very valid point, and I feel we've spoken about that a lot in our discussions, as part of one of our strategies here. Honestly, we don't think too much about what is happening in the opposition camp, because we have a lot of things to worry about ourselves first, rather than thinking about what is happening on the other side. Yeah, to be honest, we are focused on our preparation, what we want to do as a team, and what we want to achieve from this game. We are focused more on that. Of course, you get to know about who's available, who's not available from the opposition, but that doesn't change our planning, what we want to do as a team. Yeah, it'll be a different ball game, for both teams actually. When we see, I mean, I don't want to talk about the World Test Championship. We are not there yet.